What's up, guys? Playing with Karma here, and welcome back to the Harry Potter quiz series. Today we are going to be taking on the Charms, Hexes, and Spells quiz. This is the first time I've seen it on Pottermore, actually, so it must be relatively new. But yeah, let's find out how much we know about the Charms, Hexes, and Spells in the Harry Potter universe. Before we get started, as always, if you just want to let the video run, listen to me ramble on and just hear me work out questions and stuff like that, feel free to let the video play. But if you just want to pause it, read the question, look at the answers, then move on to see if you got it right, that's also a-okay. I'm here to have some fun with it, and let's get started. Question 1. What spell is used to open locked doors? Alohomora, Revelio, Incendio, or Reparo? We find out this very early in the first book and movie. They use it for the first time to get through the door that Fluffy is hiding behind, and it is indeed Alohomora. Question 2. What is the counter charm to Engorgio? Obliviate, Imperio, Reducto, Reducio. These two are pretty close. Imperio is not it. It's a unforgivable curse. Excuse me. Obliviate is used to wipe your memory or another person's memory. So we're down to these two. Reducto is used to blast things apart. Harry uses it on a hedge in the maze. I believe Patil uses it to blow up a table in the room of requirement. So the answer is Reducio. Excellent. Question 3. In the Philosopher's Stone, Hermione uses the spell Petrificus Totalis on Neville, but what does this spell do to him? Scared him so he wouldn't stop screaming, prevented him from speaking, temporarily paralyzed him, hung him upside down by his ankle. I don't know what curse this would be. This is the tongue-tying curse. Moody puts it on the Grimmauld place, so Snape can't share the location with the other Death Eaters. This is Levi Corpus, and this, which leaves as Petrificus Totalis, makes him temporarily paralyzed. It's really the full body bind curse. His eyes can still move and he can still hear and stuff like that, but he just can't move. Question 4. What charm did Professor McGonagall use to bring the statues and suits of armor to life in the Deathly Hallows? Petrificus Totalis, Priori Incantato, Piartotum Locomotor, or Hominem Revelio? We obviously know it's not this one because that was the answer to the last question. This Priori Incantato is the spell that reveals a wand's last spell. So if I use Alohomora and somebody uses this spell on my wand, it will show that I used Alohomora last. Hominem Revelio, I'm not 100% sure what that does, but I know that the answer is Piartotum Locomotor. Yeah. No real reason I know that. Just know it. And it's process of elimination. There's only two answers left. Question 5. When did Harry use the refilling charm? To refill his cauldron after he spills a potion, to refill his Felix Felicis bottle, to refill Slughorn and Hagrid's glasses, to fill up the perfect bathtub, or prefect's bathtub, sorry. This question is actually, all these answers are technically wrong. You can't use a refilling on Felix Felicis, sorry. I don't know if it would work on a cauldron. I don't think so because it's a magical substance and takes time to brew and stuff like that. Otherwise, you can just have infinite amounts of a potion. He just turns on the taps for this one. And it's actually, he doesn't refill their glasses. He refills the wine bottles that are already empty. But it is to refill Slughorn and Hagrid's glasses. And this happens in the Half-Blood Prince when they are at Hagrid's. Harry has taken Felix Felicis, and he's trying to persuade Slughorn to give him the memory. Excellent. Question 6. What spell is used to conjure the Dark Mark? Mors Mordra, Impedimenta, Imperio, or Sectum Sempra? I know this one just because I've listened to it a lot and heard it pronounced and stuff like that. Um, just because it's a interesting spell, so I took note of it. Sectum Sempra is the spell that the Half-Blood Prince writes in his book, which turns out to be Snape's. I'm not even really sure what it does. It just like slashes and severs. Like, it cuts off a Weasley ear. It slashes Malfoy across the chest. Imperio is an unforgivable curse. Again, Impedimenta slows and or stuns a person very briefly, which leaves Mors Mordra. Cool. Question 7. What type of spell is Expecto Patronum? Charm, Jinx, Hex, or Curse? I don't really know the difference in all of these other than just like connotation. But I know it's called the Patronus Charm. So I'm going to go with A. Yeah, there's really not a lot to that one. Question 8. What is the counter drinks for Levicorpus? Libera Corpus, Legilimens, Vibera Corpus, or Renervate? I thought this was just Innovate, unless I'm thinking the wrong thing. I believe this is used to bring stunned people back, to give them life again. Well, not really life, because they're not dead, but you know what I mean. I have no idea what this is. I think they just put that in there as a counter to that one. Legilimens is the being able to read somebody's thoughts and feelings, and a Libera Corpus is liberating the corpus. Alright, cool. Question 9. What does the spell Serpensortia do? Slices and maims the target as if they're being cut by an invisible swarm. Ha! Sectum Sempra. Temporarily paralyzes the victim. Petrificus Totalis. Conjures a snake from the end of the wand. Allows the conjurer to talk to snakes. I don't think anything can do that. I think that's just being a parcel mouth. Which leaves us the third one. We see that in the dueling club at in the Chamber of Secrets. Malfoy uses it, and Snape's like, "Oh, let me get rid of that for you, Potter." And then it goes at Justin Finch-Fetchley, and that's when Potter reveals that he's a possum mouth. Question 10. What is the spell Anepneo used for? Make invisible ink appear, clearing somebody's airways if choking, protection against hexes, turning a wand into a compass. I think I know the answer. This is Harry uses it in the Triwizard, and he just puts the wand in his hand, like the palm of his hand, and says "Point me," and it points north. So I don't really know what that. I don't know if that's the spell. I don't know what it is. I believe this is protection, like a small shield charm. I believe it's clearing someone's airway if they're choking. I think Slughorn uses it on Marcus Belby in the sixth book, the Half-Blood Prince, on the Hogwarts Express. And I don't know that we have. No, I think that's Revelio is what Hermione uses when they're trying to find out what's in Tom Riddle's diary. So I'm gonna go with B. Yeah, cool. Yeah, neat. Question 11. Who tried using the spell Pescipixie Pestronomy? Pescipixie Pestronomy. There we go. Gilderoy Lockhart, Remus Lupin, Severus Snape, or Bellatrix Lestrange. This is pretty an iconic moment in the movies and the books. It's when we first find out that this teacher is just, it's in the Chamber of Secrets kind of giveaway, but we find out that this teacher is just as useless, and it is indeed Gilderoy Lockhart. He tries to use it to control the pixies that he lets loose in his Defense Against the Dark Arts class, and it does not work at all. I believe a pixie actually takes his wand and throws it out the window after that. Question 12. What charm does Hermione use to move a Christmas tree in The Prisoner of Azkaban? Levicorpus, Wingardium Leviosa, Mobialarbus, or Locomortar? Levicorpus is hoisting somebody by the ankles. Wingardium Leviosa is a hover charm, which is a good answer. Mobiliarbus, I cannot speak, it makes things mobile. It's a good answer. Locomortar, I don't think is just a spell in itself. So we're down to these two, and I believe it's actually not the hover charm, but I believe it's actually Mobiliarbus. Cool beans. Question 13, nearly there. Select all that apply. Which of these spells did Severus Snape create? Sectum Sempra, Obscurio, Muffliardo, Levicorpus, or Langlock? Select all that apply? Yeah, cool. Alright, so we already said that this is a Half-Blood Prince spell. There are two more on here that Harry finds in the Advanced Potion Making book. Obscurio is not one of them. Muffliardo is. It's used to kind of fill everybody's ears with a soft ringing so you can't hear somebody's conversation. Levicorpus, obviously, is used a lot when Snape was in school. Lupin says so. It says these jinxes and hexes come in fashions and stuff like that. So, but it is actually written in the book. And Langlock is, I believe that's the tongue-tying curse I was talking about earlier. But I think it's just those three. I don't think Snape invents the other two. Ooh. He does invent Langlock. Okay. I did not know that. I'll have to listen for that. I don't know if that's really mentioned in the Half-Blood Prince, maybe just in passing. But I know these three are actually used. But I don't know about that one. Okay. Question 14. What spell can be used to turn stairs into a slide? Oh god, I know when it happens, but I don't know. Fidelius, Apungno, Glisio, or Wadiwasi? I don't think it's Fidelius. I think Fidelius is a charm that hides somebody or something within the soul, like the Fidelius charm. Wadiwasi is what Lupin uses on Peeves, the poltergeist, to make the gum shoot out of the lock and down his throat. So it's kind of I don't know what it actually does, but it's a counter Peeves charm. It's down to these two. I don't know what either of those do. I'm gonna go with this one, just because it reminds me of like slip or glass and just like makes it smooth. Yeah, cool. I was right. So just total guess, 50% chance. Question 15, last but not least. What does Densaugio do? I should have proofread this. Densaugio causes the victim to vomit slugs, causes the victim to teeth grow, causes the victim's skin to break out in boils, causes this victim to grow a pigtail. Interesting. I don't think it's causes the victim's teeth grow, because Malfoy uses that in the Order of the Phoenix on, well, he uses it on Harry, but it hits Hermione. And I don't think that's the spell he uses. I don't remember what it is, though. Causes the victim vomit slugs. Ron just says, eat slugs, and that happens to him because the wand backfires. So I'm going to go with one of these two. Hagrid doesn't... He uses this on... Well, no, okay, so I'm not going to pick this one because he tries to transfigure not Neville, Dudley into a pig, but it makes him grow a pigtail. So I don't know if that's actually a spell. So I'm going to go with C here, just kind of process of elimination, because I don't think that's actually a spell, and I don't believe it's either of these two. So I'm going to go C. Ooh. Okay, so it causes the victim's front teeth to grow. So that was the one I was most confident that it wasn't, but ends up being it. I'll have to go back and listen to that. And I might be just pronouncing it terribly wrong, so it didn't trigger anything in my memory. But yeah, that's all 15 questions. Rather short quiz. Our results, 13 out of 15, scored an 86%. Result, a spellbinding score. Step aside, all Hogwarts professors. You could give them a run for their money with your inviolable spell knowledge. Alright, cool. So 13 out of 15 is not too bad. I would have liked to get a little bit higher. We were doing really well and missed 2 of the last I don't know, 4, maybe 5, but that's all right. It's something that I was just scrolling through and saw, so no, and I try not to do any like pre-knowledge. Like if I do a Hogwarts quiz, I don't go read up on Hogwarts beforehand. But this wasn't something that anybody recommended to me. I was just scrolling through um, and saw it, so I decided to do it. But yeah, leave a comment if you will down below. Tell me how you guys did. If you enjoyed the video, please press that like button and the subscribe button. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying this content. It gives me the encouragement that I need to keep doing the content. And if you guys enjoyed it, look out for the next one, and I'll see you guys then.